promote positivity and good vibes. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. OMG, it's still morning here, Mother B. Yes, and evening there on the other side, on the other side, at the other side. In, on, at, wherever you are in the world. We have different time zones, but welcome to the Mother B Show. Yes, yes, yes. Yo. Pabuenas, pabuenas. Welcome to our Building Wealth Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, September 14. Yes, yo. Right? And I have to add a little bit of music para naman mas masaya, oy. I'm looking for my background music. Where's my background music? All right. Finally, I have to use this background music. Oh my gosh. I need to play it. My background music is not playing. I don't know what happened. But anyway, good morning to everyone and welcome to our live stream with the Mother B Show. I'm here at Bigo Live, of course. Hello to our friends in Bigo Live. Yay! And thank you for those who have, signed in as fans of the Mother B Show. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Let's spread the good vibes. Let's start sharing the good vibes. And of course, we would love to see you every day, almost every day. Although some of my time slots are changing because I'm a mom, of course. And my priority is housekeeping. But sometimes I have to, today is Trash Wednesday. So I have to prioritize throwing the trash. Otherwise, I'll have a honeymoon with the flies for a week if I won't throw the trash right away. So medyo na-delay yung aking broadcast. So again, welcome to the Mother B Show, and for those who are first timers to watch the Mother B Show, welcome everyone. I appreciate you coming over. This is a multi-streaming, diba? So even if Mother B is a Generation X born during the 70s, I'm still, after being a part of this new era of the social media platform. Yes. The social media era, okay? Because during our time, our era was the television. You know, the analog television that you just have to turn the knob. No push button during our time. So in fact only a few have televisions, but now everyone has their phone, almost everyone, right? So now we can live stream on in our own place, in our own houses, homes, wherever you are in the world. Yes, because of the social media era. So again, Mother B is broadcasting between 9:30 to 12, of course. Now this week it's the morning show. Last week it was the evening show because again it all depends on my housekeeping duties. Because this is a real talk, real show. So yes, so today is Wednesday and we're here to talk about building wealth. So building wealth. When you say building wealth, it's a step-by-step process. It's not that it's already there, no? Like Mother B, building wealth. Really? Are you sure that we are building wealth here? Of course. Which one do you choose? Building wealth or living in poverty? Okay? So, been there, done that. I would like to build wealth in a way that's fun, that's educational, and of course, informative. So that the common tao or, the madlang people in our vernacular. By the way, the Mother B Show is multilingual, okay? It's multilingual. We speak in different languages. We speak Filipino, English in our own vernacular, and sometimes we speak the vernacular or the languages of our friends from different parts of the world. For example, hola mi amiga, mi amigo, Mother B, poquito español. Habla español poquito. Yun lang ang alam ko eh. And welcome to our avid viewers. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Yay! You are the one you are the reason why Mother B is still existing in this show, because you're there, you're watching the Mother B Show, and I appreciate you for coming over, whether for a few seconds, a few minutes, if ever a few hours, don't worry, don't worry. It's not gonna be 2 hours because it's going to be called a webinar only. It's just more than an hour of chit-chat, right? So we have commenters on the line. Oh my God. Good morning, our Eversuke Leia Oropa, police officer Leia Largo Oropa. Good morning there. Here, good evening there in the Philippines. Dan sharing, thank you for always sharing the good vibes, and I also would like to honor you and thank you for being part of the show. Isa ka ring entrepreneur, and this is our day. Today is the day for entrepreneurs, our business women, businessmen, of course, the employed sector, those who are having income stream. And of course, this is for everyone. This is a holistic show, although this is straight to the point, ha? Disclaimer, ha? Bato-bato sa langit, huwag magagalit, ha? Yeah, it's just like, just like a friend talking to you straightforward, a friend who loves you, who can talk to you straight, no? So, I don't want to talk to you like what you want to hear. I want to talk to you in a way that, honest to goodness talk. Right? Thank you, Leia, for sharing. And also, Ma'am Josephine Toombs, despite of being in the workplace, she's still an avid follower and listener. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from Portland, Texas. So, by the way, we're broadcasting live in the coastal bend of South Texas. All right? In the sparkling city, near the sparkling city of the coastal bend. So, we are here in South Texas, where Texas meets the sea. Yes. Alam niyo ba ang Texas may dagat? Hello, hindi lang to disyerto, no? So, parang si Mother dito, Little Mermaid. Di ba? So, this is a fun show. This is a talk show, though, we talk about practical matters, especially on matters of brain and mental health. By the way, I'm just wondering, may umandar na naman talaga ang sumpong ng aking ang aking music. I don't know what's happening here, but nevertheless, let's continue to do so. I'm just finding ways to, where can I find music here? Oh my gosh. Sadali, kuha tayo ng magandang music somewhere. Kasi, para naman, oy, di ba? YouTube. Oh, background music. Oh, so, para, hirap naman yung parang, nasa ningaw na dapit. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna find what's it called, this one, a background music that's nice, okay? Okay, so puro man talk show, okay? So anyway, music background for podcast. Okay, it's so mingaw if we don't have a background music. Okay, let's have a jazz Cafe Beats, okay, from Cafe Music BGM channel. So, kailangan i-acknowledge natin, right? Let's see if this is a good background music. So, parang Japanese ang setting. Still, wala pa ring sound. Maganda kasi yung may beat, no? Something that we have music. I don't know what's happening here. So, so we still have to make sure that we have music in this channel. See, I'm wondering why there's no music here. But anyway, that's why one of the reasons that I'm delayed right now, because what's happening with my music? I should have a music somewhere, but let me see if this works. Oh, wala pa rin. Oh, look. It's still nothing. Oh, okay. Yan. Ganyan talaga pag live. Pasensya na po kayo, ha? Pasensya na po kayo. Yan lang po talaga ang magagawa ko. Ito lang yung music ko ngayon. See? Puro lang ganito. A while ago, it has music, but I don't know what happened. Yeah. So anyway, we still have to continue. The show must go on. Okay, so I don't know with something is going on with my sound system, but yes, let me just. Oh, okay. Okay, I can hear now. Can you hear the music? Let me know if you can hear the music. Para naman ako nasa restaurant. Waiter! Mali yata yung aking Mali yata yung music ko. Dapat maganda. How about this one? Relaxing music. There. So, all right. At I can hear now my music sa may ano. Wait, pero nag-rumble yata ah. Ma'am Debbie, ano ba ginagawa mo? Okay, yay! I have music now, finally. Oh my gosh. Now I can hear the music. So welcome to the Butterby Show again! Thank you for the music. Thank God that we have music or upbeat background music. Okay, upbeat background music. Upbeat background music. Sabi ni Leia Europa. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Thank you for letting me know. Right? So this is part of the interactive portion of the Mother B show. Let's have some upbeat background music. Let's try this one. Let's see. Ah, okay ba 'yon? Okay ba 'yan? Hello sunshine. Is that okay? All right. Okay, I'm just trying to control the music because it's kind of loud for now. Yeah, trying to minimize the sound. There you go. All right, can you hear me now? Para naman tayo nasa diskuhan. Okay, there you go. I guess you can hear me. Okay, so thank you so much. Yes, yay! So we have a new beat right now. Thank you, Leo Ropa, for giving us a suggestion. Yay! Yeah, so kailangan upbeat muna tayo today. So, right? So, we are constantly improving in our broadcast as we all know. And Leia Oropa knows about it, especially she's one of my students before. No? Kaya lang medyo na ano ako dito. She was one of my students before in SJIT, St. Joseph Institute of Technology. So, ano nga ba yung kurso mo, anak? Mass Communications, right? Okay, so mahina naman yung aking background music sa aking laughter. But anyway, yes, so today is Build Wednesday, Build Wealth Wednesday. So especially dedicated to our OFWs or overseas Filipino workers, our overseas migrant workers, our overseas migrant Filipino families as well, and also our entrepreneurs all over the world. Why? We need to be self-sustaining. And what is the connection between brain and mental health? Para na talaga ako mag-disco nito. Anyway, yes, so it is important for us to understand that if you have financial issues, deficit ang financial balance natin sa bangko or wherever, ay most likely apektado ang ating brain and mental health. So in English, if we have problems with debts, we have problems with our financial, most likely we are affected with our mental health because that is part of the research, no? Study says that the mental health and financial wellness is really connected to each other. So we cannot separate that. So I want to hear more my what you call this one. Para kasi ako nasa diskuhan pakinggan. I want to hear more my sound effects. Okay, anyway. Right. Yeah, so that's the nature of being live. So, well, what's the latest? Again, it's Wednesday. Building Wealth Wednesday. That's our theme today. There you go. This is my what you call this one? In-house music. Yay! Finally, because remember, our brains are always into the what is familiar. So today, our topic is gamification. Oh my gosh, Mother B, gamification from the word game, of course. The psychology of gaming to be financially smart. But before anything else, before we proceed to our talk about gamification, okay, what is the connection between playing games, financial wellness, and mental health? That's it. That's the three important words of the day. Good day, Ma'am Leia. Attendance check. Yay! So, oh my gosh, this is what I like about the Mother B show because when I was a traditional teacher or back in the days when you have class, when you have a subject that you have to teach in class, you only cater to your at students who are enrolled in your class, right? Now, the good thing is all of my classes are virtual. Free enrollment. It's free. And my students way back and from the present times are here in my show. Oh, di ba? Good day, Mother B. Marcy, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Si Richmond, attendance check. And by the way, these are my A students. Those who are watching the Mother B show right now are also my A students during my class. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you guys. Remember that. So now we have Bigo Live as our audience, and thank you to our Bigo Live audience and to our fans back there. There's another channel that I'm streaming to, and also I'm streaming in YouTube and Facebook for free. So Bigo Live is where I am part of the J. Hawkins agency na kailangan talaga mag-duty si Mother B. Okay? So let's talk about gamification. But it's quite challenging to understand. Medyo challenge talaga to talk about gamification, especially if you are not a millennial or Generation X. Generation Z, right? It's kind of like challenging. Why? Because of course, because of age. Right? So if you talk about age group like between or like age group from teenagers to age 30, sabotable ra, no? Understandable ra ang gamification. Just from the word game, because most of them are playing games online or in their video, whatever, in their cell phones, right? But for our age, like the golden age, let's say between 35 or 40 to 60 and above. Now what we can recall is playing games like the traditional games that we do before when we were younger. And the most yung pinaka familiar na medium of game that we can do is just playing cards, right? Pag video games, in fact, Tetris, perhaps Tetris is my popular game way back then. Now you know what's the age of Mother B. But yeah, so nice kilay, Mother B. Oy, thank you to my cousin from Copenhagen, Denmark. Oh my gosh, cousin Ruth Oliverio Andersen, thank you so much. So we have viewers from Denmark, we have viewers also from the US of A and also in the Philippines. Diba? Amo na giingon na pakpak parente. Of course, kasi may una mo support mo, di ba, your friends and relatives? So which one do you like? You're supported by the world, by all over, people that you do not know, and none of your friends and family watch your show? Like, I'd rather have a few, and then most of them are my friends and my families. And also, by the way, of course, to our Bigo Live audience have 400 something million viewers. At least meron man lang si Mother being 50 persons, okay na yun. At least we are existing in the universe of the social media era. Right? So yes, if we connect wellness, if you connect meaning of life right now, what's the meaning of our life in this era? By the way, update, what's the breaking news right now before we proceed, because this is part of the information drive that we do. So I just like to share you that ongoing right now, by the way, is the celebration of life, the funeral ceremony of our beloved Queen Elizabeth, right, the second, in UK right now. So dinala na yung kanyang body, and many people are coming to the UK, to the United Kingdom, to London, to witness that funeral and the vigil, and up to how many days? 9 days, no? So I was watching the TV a while ago. That's why the anchor in the television news mentioned about the social media era. So so because there's a changing of the monarchy right now, the reign, no? Now it's King Charles. So now it's gonna be a different time. We're living in a different time. So speaking of living in a different time, so we have to be aware that we have different generations existing in this time. Like, what is the era now? The era is like the times of the pandemic also, right? Pandemic is not yet done. Hindi pa nalilift ng World Health Organization. There's still a lot of issues regarding coronavirus, and we're done. We're tired of that actually. Yeah, the word unprecedented, pandemic. Oh my gosh, kulang na lang. Oh, wait, please delete it from my memory, but we cannot. It's still existing. We're still in that time. Ito yung panahon. Ito ang panahon. Ito ang panahon. Panahon pa rin ng COVID, unfortunately. Okay? But also, we are living in the social media era wherein, the social media platforms are everywhere. It's existing. We have a lot of platforms. We have Bigo Live, we have Facebook, we have YouTube, and we all have different platforms existing that we can live stream, we can share our message. And yes, sometimes it's shocking because, before, during our days, broadcasters talagang medyo dignified talaga ang dating host, no? Talagang career talaga. Now, you can be called a host kahit magtambling-tambling, magtuwad-tuwad ka diha. Na-shock po ko, but anyway, we cannot, that's part of the times. Ito talaga ang buhay ngayon sa mundo, no? So, nagbabago-bago talaga. So, speaking of changes, we have also to know, need to know that we have to adjust. We have to transform. So, okay, so, yes. Oh, by the way, hello, Ma'am Susan Havard. Thank you so much. Our friendship here, our friends from Portland, Texas. Thank you for watching. Yeah, it's a sad event to now existing in Europe, especially in all parts of the world, especially who love Queen Elizabeth. But then again, sad in a way because it's mixed emotion aside from being sad because number one, yung uncertainties, fear of what's going on, what's happening. So grief, all these emotions are pouring in there, but at the same time we are also reflecting on what's happening around us, especially changing of the times, right? So there's so many things to talk about when it comes to changing of the times, but remember, when it comes to finding meaning in our life, it's always constant. For whatever time frame it is in the world or anong timeline ng buhay natin, man is always in search for finding meaning in life, right? Agree? So, whatever age, especially if the age of consciousness, yung meron ka ng buot, meron ka ng pag-iisip, right? So, today is Build Wealth Wednesday. So, I will show to you the what is meant to be the Build Wealth Wednesday and why do I have to include that, okay? So, in our search for meaning in life, in our search for finding and maximizing pleasure, happiness, no? Happiness in life. Because this show is all about happiness and positivity, no? Remember? Okay? Although we talk about some negative stuff because we have to balance as well, right? So we have to find balance when it comes to our health and our wealth. We always say health is wealth, wealth is health. Why? If you don't know, if you cannot balance health and wealth, that's the beginning of our burden. Bakit? Because there's always a cost. Like yung na-mention nga na it was quoted from Queen Elizabeth, the price of love is, there's a cost, no? Grief is the cost of love. Grief. Yung kaguol, yung pagdaramdam, right? Yung sadness because of loss. So yes, it's always a price of love. Price for love. There's a cost. There's always a cost for everything. So sabi nga actually nothing is free. No, ang free lang talaga is yung air na hinihinga natin. But sooner or later, pag pati to ang air ay ma-business pa, baka, meron na nga oxygen tank, di ba? Buti na nga lang para lang yun sa mga nangangailangan ng oxygen. But, good thing that the oxygen is still free and thank God for that. There is a cost. There is a cost. For example, time, there is a cost. I have to spend time. Example, Mother B is spending at least, 2 to 3 hours a day for the Mother B show, researching, putting on makeup, putting on kilay. Thank you, cousin Ruth, for acknowledging my eyebrow. There's a cost. You have to spend something. There's a cost for everything under the sun. So this is why the Build Wealth Wednesday is important for me, for Mother B. I don't know with you, but I hope it will. Remember, this show is straight talk. And why do I do what I do? And this is why. Because I do believe that this is the value of the Mother Be show in Philippians 4 verse 8. Okay? Philippians 4 verse 8 says that finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is what you call this, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, excellent, or praiseworthy, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. So this show is all about thinking, right? We're thinking about such things in order for us to what? In order for us to, what's the next word that we are banking on? This is the value of the Mother Be show. In order for us to not conform, like, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? Then you will be able to know what is good, pleasing, what you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Amen to that. So yes, so that is the value that we put in the Mother Be show. But before anything else, for our new viewers, for our new followers, let me share to you what the Mother Bee story is all about. Stay tuned to this 1-minute video. Yes, and it's all about the good vibes. Again, our episode today is building wealth. Paano yun, Marby? Build Wealth Wednesday. And our talk is all about gamification. That's why Mother B is, giving you a background talk about the changing of the times, ano na ngayon, di ba? So the psychology of gaming to be financially smart. Napakabigat naman ng mga topic yan. Good thoughts you're sharing. Thank you, Ma'am Susan. Yes. So it is also essential for us, especially if our age group is around 40 and up, because kailangan maging relevant. We need to still be relevant. We still need to be updated of what's going on. And especially, we are in the stage wherein we are preparing for our quality of life, right? Because, when do we start working, right? For example, what age group? Normally, we start working depending on the country where you're in. For example, in the Philippines, it's like after you graduate from college. But here in the US, you can work even as early as age 15. Oy, yes. In fact, my son is already excited. I have to get, his documents and, prepare his paperwork because he's really willing to work. So, yes, they work here earlier compared to other countries. That's why isa rin yun na reason na this is a developed country, USA, because the workforce starts early. In other countries, like in our country, in the Philippines, of course, we have this mindset that we need to finish college so that we are more knowledgeable, more skilled. And that is the culture. Remember, yesterday I talked about culture is the way of life. So depending on what place are you in, what country are you in. I don't know in Denmark. Cousin Ruth, what do you think? What's the age group that starts the working age? So now when you reach the working age, of course, normally people retire around age 60 to 65, right? So when we are talking about retirement age, So why do we talk about retirement age, Mother B? It's so advanced naman. Oy, of course, we need to rest from work. Hindi naman forever tayo mag-work, no? In fact, if you live around 75, it's already a bonus already. So, at least, after working, age 60, 65, so you still have 5 years to enjoy your life. I think I don't like that. I like to retire early. How can you retire early, Mother B? You're not working. Well, working in the house is still work. Right? That's why we have the Mother B show. So this is a self-supporting show anyway. So I'm also looking forward to my retirement. Retirement at what age? Now! You mean, Mother B, you don't want to work in the house anymore? I still have to wash dishes, oy! I still have to laundry. What I mean is, we have to be somehow financially free. So we can, we just pay for somebody who will wash our clothes, wash our dishes. Wish ko lang! In the Philippines, you can do that, no? But here in the US, naku, mayaman ka na kung meron ka ng rito, professional housekeepers. You really have to do the work at home. But again, we always have the dream to retire, right? So when we retire, we want to be more financially free because even if you retire, you're still gonna pay bills. Don't you think that there is retirement in paying bills? I don't think so. Can you tell the electric company I'm gonna retire at age 60? Can I also retire from paying bills? No, oy. It's gonna be there until you need them and until you can still pay. Otherwise, they will cut off their power or their services. So, electric bills and all the bills in the world are not immune from retirement. So, what do we do? Okay, what do we do in order to achieve wellness and meaningful life, quality of life? Of course, we have to also to consider. We have to consider also preparing for it. So we need to be financially free from all those burdens. When the time comes, you still have money to pay for the bills, even if you are not working. Right? Sabi nga, really, this is a straight talk. So just imagine that I'm just talking to myself. In fact, this was the beginning of the Mother B show. I'm used to talking to myself. And last night I watched the Jokoy show. By the way, you watch the Jokoy show in Netflix. It's so fun. His newest special, and he mentioned about he indirectly mentioned about mental health and the need for therapy if you need one. And there's a lot of craziness around the world. So we just have to understand and talk to each other and learn to talk about our issues in life, especially when it comes to financial. That's why there is what we call an episode in the Mother B show, the Building Wealth Wednesday. Even if you're still not wealthy. And that's what you call welcome to the club. Right? It's better to say we're building wealth than living in poverty. We're done with that. So, yes, so building wealth, and now there is a topic called gamification. Is that interesting to you? Well, for me, it's interesting. I don't know with you, but that's okay. If you don't find it interesting, that's fine. Turn on the channel. Move to the next channel. This Mother B show is so straightforward, but disclaimer, we are only here to promote good vibes. The one thing that I would really love to share to you is the genuine smile. Because we need to smile at least once a day. Otherwise, it's gonna be paid later on. It's a sad event today to think, in UK, in Europe, what's going on there. It's a sad day. But we don't need to be sad every day, or there is always a time for everything under the sun. It's a sad day, but also we need to move forward, right? Remember, if we go back to the topic about Queen Elizabeth and King Charles, while the funeral ceremonies are ongoing, but still ongoing rin ang transition ng power ni from Prince Charles to King Charles, right? So meaning life must go on. Okay, it doesn't stop from there. So today, life must go on. It doesn't stop from here. So yes, so we just to change the beat. So para mas maganda naman, mas buhay na buhay yung beat natin. This is the shout out beat. But anyway, we're already broadcasting 35 minutes already. Oh my gosh, hindi pa tayo nagto-talk about our topic on gamification, the psychology of gaming to be financially smart. Yay! We need to be financially smart nowadays because we're always been outsmarted by our own vices. Right? So, aminin, that's the reason why we have a lot of mental distress, psychological crisis. One of the major reasons is finances. But it's not being talked about. Why? Because of shame, because of the fear of being shamed or, guilt or whatever. Those are negative feelings that if you do not talk about it, okay, if you do not vent it, if you not share to the appropriate people, by the way, don't just share your problems to everyone, okay? Because sometimes they have more problems than you, and if you share your problem, it will be added burden for them. Be sensitive. So we also mentioned about empathy. So be in their shoes. If these people that you would like to share your problems are not capable of accepting your problem, please spare them. Okay. And this is the reason why Mother B is encouraging everyone who's listening and watching the show that if ever you need help or you need a therapist or a professional help, this Mother B show is just for information, fun, and sharing the good vibes. But please consult a professional, okay? Please find the appropriate professional who can address your mental health issue because it is important for us to break the stigma. I'm here to step up as one of the advocates and volunteer to somehow change the mindset of do not be afraid of sharing your mental health issues, but be prudent, be wise in who to share to. So if you think that hindi mo na makontrol yung thinking mo, if you think that you cannot control your decision making, your emotion, or your mindset, you have to find a professional to help you process what you're going through. Because these professionals, these experts, or these people in the field of mental health care are there to help you process what you're going through. Yung pinagdadaanan mo, naiintindihan nila kasi pinag-aralan nila yon. Okay? Huwag basta-basta magsishare sa mga marites. Warning! Peace sa mga kamarites. Si Mother B is also marites because I also promote, Mare, what's the latest, right? Mare, pa-shout out pala to. Look at this. See, I also have my version of the Marites. Ito yung Marites na anong latest na may mga may mga content, quality content. Mother B, nagbubuhat ng sariling bangko. I love my own. Siyempre, sino man magmamahal, di ba? Una muna sarili mo. By the way, to those who are new, this is more than an hour of show. So prepare. You have to, bring food, bring popcorn, bring something to eat because, Mother B is like an energizer. I never stop talking. But I have to limit myself to less than 2 hours because otherwise it will be called a webinar na. Imagine I'm talking every day. I'm doing a live show every day. But my advocacy, this is part of a learning journey for Mother B. I always share this story. This is my healing journey. This is part of my learning journey. And since I'm learning also, then why not share, right? Share the learning, share the good vibes. But anyway, if you don't like what I'm sharing, and then turn to the next channel. Just go watch mukbang, watch all those shows that, will help you be entertained. But at the end of the day, can it help you improve your brain? This show is more on brain and mental health, and that is our advocacy. Always and always reminding our audience, especially for the new ones. So please don't forget to share, like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, to Facebook, to share the good vibes in Bigo Live because, these are good stuff. Oi! Remember gamification. So now moving forward, okay, before we move forward, let us acknowledge also those friends and followers and commenters who give time to the Mother B Show, especially our new viewers here in Bigo Live. Every day we have new viewers and I'm so thankful. Yay! No? Before I just talk to myself in the mirror, but I realized I'm learning but how to share the good vibes, right? Because at this time and age, we need to be more emphatic. We need to be more, selfless. Although we do self-care, but we have also to be we need to be selfless when it comes to knowledge and knowledge and information because people need that. Sometimes wala lang nagre-reach out, right? So somebody needs to reach out when it comes to information, education. So this is a free advocacy and yes, gamification, right? So before anything else, let us take a break for a while and I'll mention the shout out moment, acknowledgement, because part of the tradition of the Mother B Show is to also do shout out. Because it's all about you. This show is, dedicated to you guys, to our friends, families, relatives, our new viewers, followers, and also to our OFWs and the Filipino migrants all over the world. Yes, yay. So please watch the break.
Wannabe Show is a fun and informative lifestyle program that promotes positivity and good vibes. Wannabe Show is a fun and informative lifestyle.
Paulit-ulit. We would like to acknowledge our friends who, you happen to give time. Sila Ma'am Josephine, Grace Ortiz, Sharohain Cruzado, Marcy Palawan, Sheila Rogers, ang ating mga suke, mga friends and loved ones, Boss Julie Martinez, Dr. Martinez of the Caraga, Commission on Higher Education, Caraga, Region, M.R. Manlu, Inday Zeni, Mantita Zen, thank you so much. Richmond Maceda, attendance daw. And also our friend in our churchmate before, si Castro Hilda. Thank you. Sa mga nag-love naman, thank you everyone. At saka mga nag-laugh out loud, salamat for those who are giving time to the Mother B Show and also to our Bigo Live audience. I will do a roll call and a special announcement of those who have watched the show because again, it's courtesy. Courtesy rin po na, we have to greet our friends. It's just like, if you have visitors at home, as the host, that's why it's called the host because you have to take care of your guest, right? Hindi lang yung host ka at sasayaw-sayaw ka dyan, tatambling-tambling ka, kakain ka na parang, it's like, they're comfortable with like putting on makeup, showing everything, but at the end of the day, you have to thank your audience for watching and giving you time. Oy! Nagyaw-yaw sa Mother B. Okay, let's go to gamification. So what is gamification, Mother B? So according to who? According to bioworld.com, okay, so we have to learn what's the word muna, Mother B, because when you are learning something and there are new words that we need to understand, we have to find meaning to it, right? So let's find the right slide for this. Mother B, what's the word for today? Okay, so we have this, what you call the idea central. So yes, what's the word? Our word for today is gamification. Okay, so gamification. Mother B, what is gamification? So I will let Uncle Google again read. Uncle Google, please read about what is gamification according to www.byworld.com.
Gamification is adding game mechanics into non-game environments like a website, online community, learning management system, or business intranet to increase participation. The goal of gamification is to engage with consumers, employees, and partners to inspire, collaborate, share, and interact.
Okay. So again, gamification is a game, right? But it's integrated. Ihinalo siya. So it's part of, it's adding game mechanics into non-game environments. When you say non-game environments, for example, learning system. So yung pagle-learn natin, bibigyan natin ng gamification na mechanics. Like what I do when I did this for almost 5 years already just to flex what I was doing, what I am still doing. I have this what you call the educational virtual tour and gamified storytelling. In fact, one of my students who is Richmond Maceda, he's here, he's watching the Mother Be show. He experienced the gamification of tours back in, I think it was May 2022, just this month, just this year. Okay, so I designed as a professional tour guide and tour director since 2011. So I designed this project back in 2017. Okay, I'm talking about gamification. So I designed this kind of program to do a tour and do it in a gamified way. Okay, so if you ever been to a tour, if you've ever been to a tour, on a tour activity, usually the guide will lead you to a place and talk about the destination, tell stories about the significance of the place, why are you there, why you should go to that place. But when I inserted the gamification, there's another level of activity to be more engaging. Okay? The purpose of it is to be more engaging. At the same time, it will have more participation. The participation level will level up, of course. And the more that they participate, the more that the audience or the participants engage in your activity, the more they remember it because they build experience. Right? Mother B, ano yun? Ano yung sinasabi mo? Can you translate it in a more common Hindi, kung ikaw mamamasyal, normally if you're a tourist, if you're a visitor of a place, okay, normally the tour guide will, if you hire a tour guide, if you book a tour guide, the tour guide usually brings you to a place, significant place, a place of interest, no? Rota niya yan, at dyan siya mag-explain, magte-tell ng story for you to know. Just for you to know. Okay? Depende na rin yan sa talent, sa abilidad ng tour guide kung paano niya i-share yung story. But normally, it's for you to know. Right? But in the system, in the program, the project that I designed, the gamification activity that Mother B designed is a special level of experience building, no? For you to be connected with the place, connected with the story in a gamified way. Right. So whether it's virtual or whether it's on-site, meaning you are on that site, nandun ka sa place na yon, and the gamification is integrated. Ihinalo mo, kung nagluluto ka, ihinalo mo yung gamification sa tour mo. No, that's what I did among the students of Father Saturnino Urios University back then and Philippine Science High School. It turned out to be different. It turned out to be in a different level because the students remember and they felt more engaged, right? So that is also I've been a practitioner of gamifying activities way back 2000, as early as 2016-17. 5 years ago. So now I am so happy to know that there is also a gamification system or a way to gamify in terms of increasing engagement and participation and more experience when it comes to learning financial wellness. Right? So hindi lang sa tour, but meron din tayong way in order for us to learn and be engaged and how to be financially smart. Imagine, financially smart. Really, aminin ko ha, I've really been unsmart for the past years and never too late to learn about, in order for me to lessen my mental health issues when regards to finances, because, what are the issues in relation to finances and mental health? Of course, you are distressed, you are depressed, or you are sad if you cannot pay your bills. Sinong sasaya, be, kung hindi ka makabayad ng utang mo? Lalo na kung nangangatok na sa pintuan mo yung mga creditors at mga collectors. Right? Now, okay lang if you have enough funds to pay. What if you don't have funds and after your coronavirus experience for 2 years of being locked down, unstable in terms of unemployment, and then, many are experiencing right now the after effects of the pandemic, especially to business people, to businessmen, small business, and to those employed, because some are not going back to the employment sector already. They're used to the work from home. Look at Mother B, I'm work from home. Because I'm always working at home. Remember, my primary work is a housewife. This is just my side hustle, live streaming. But still, we have to plan in order not to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I'm looking forward for a quality life when it comes to retirement and being able to pay bills even if you're not working already. Mother B, you're not working, di ba? Yeah, even if my husband is working, what if hindi na siya makabayad? Di ako magbabayad pa rin. God forbids. But yes, it's good that if you have somebody who work for you or who's, providing for you. What if you don't have anybody to provide for you? I've got lots of friends, no friends who are working for themselves because either they're divorced, they're separated, or, due to circumstances, their spouse died. They're the only breadwinner in the family and they have lots of beneficiaries here and around the globe. Especially the Filipino culture, it's part of our social cost that we do not only provide for ourselves if you work abroad. Aminin natin, especially for the OFWs and migrant Filipinos in the US or everywhere in the world, hindi natin pwedeng matalikuran yung ating kapamilya or mga people who needs help, right? So, ang mga ayuda, regular talaga, ang mga remittances, kaya ang dami ng mga company, mga remittance companies na nagko-contest kung sinong magpapadala sa kanila ng pera because, it's part of the culture of sending money to the Philippines. Ay, nako, not only money, but balikbayan boxes. This is the season, by the way, of Filipinos preparing balikbayan boxes because it takes at least 3 months to send to the Philippines and burn months na. Paano na yung mga Christmas gifts? Pero that's one of the unique culture of the Filipino, the way of life, no? Wherever you are in the world, it's part of our part of the behavior, the way of life is to send something, no? Pasalubong or souvenir, whatever. Okay? So, yeah, so we need to do extra hustling or extra work in order to provide for others, not only for our own family. So it is a reality whether we like it or not. Now, ang question, are you ready for that? Honestly, Mother B is not ready. This is real talk, ha? But I would like to be ready. We don't want to live in a stage wherein we cannot give because, if you don't have, you cannot give, right? So, but we love giving. That's why what I can give now is time. Time for you, time for everyone that I could share something that I have kasi hindi man ako makapag-share ng datong for now. So, ang maisi-share ko lang muna ideas. Malay nyo yung ideas mo yan will turn into cash. Right? Like, for example, Mother B is getting, in the process of getting a license for insurance and real estate agent. O di, makatulong man lang ako sa mag-share ng idea about, how to do financial planning if I'm also doing my own financial planning right now. Right? Yeah, so we need to prepare for that because remember, bills don't retire. Even during death, may babayaran pa rin tayo sa punerarya. You cannot escape payments, no? So we just have to be financially smart. So one of the ways, the new technology, right? What's going on, Mother B? We need to be updated, not just look at our Facebook page and who like our page. We have to to educate ourselves, even if you're a housewife or a retiree or somebody who's not work. It doesn't mean that if you're not in school, if you're not working, we stop learning. We need to learn. Even, ways you can watch the YouTube University, you can watch a lot of do it yourself. So as long as it will help you come up with additional income stream to prepare for your financial wellness. Right? So that's what I'm doing. That's what Mother B is doing. So I like the gamification idea. So what is gamification, Mother B? We're already broadcasting for 55 minutes. We're still introducing the concept of gamification. It's okay. We're still not in our 2-hour mark. No worries. Diba? So, ang dami naman natin ginawa. Nag-chika tayo, question and answer. But yeah, gamification. The psychology of gaming to be financially smart. Just to prove that I walk my talk, no? I even bought this one. It's called Cash Flow. Cash Flow, how to get out of the rat race, okay? So I'm watching regularly the show of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So they designed this game, okay? And my son 2 days ago asked me, Mom, why did you pay for that for more than almost $80 for a game board? That's an expensive game board. But I told him, anak, son, this is not just a game board. This is something that we learn because I did not enroll accounting. Right? Because my course is mass communications. I do not have accounting classes when I was in college. And I have a small business. And by the way, this is a business as well. When you're doing arts and craft, media, live streaming, and when you're earning, God willing, sana bayaran tayo ni Facebook. And also I'm contracted with an agency, no? And when people hear na, oh, you are in YouTube, you might be earning a lot of money. Oh no, misnomer. By the way, we are still starting, but I hope you will support and subscribe to the Mother B Show always and share the good vibes because we're investing time. So I also invested in part of my building wealth concept. This one, Cash Flow. It's a game board. It's really a game board. Wherein I would be inviting, by the way, our kumares, our friends in where I live right now. See, it's a game board. May mga tokens. Look. So there are dice. So you have to throw a dice to take your turn. So I'm still learning the mechanics of the game, but it's really this is really a way to learn financial education, financial literacy in a way that's fun, engaging, and participative. So I will be doing this with friends, and I hope to all our friends there, mga kumare, kumpare here in Portland, Texas, please, if you're invited by Mother B, please come because this is not just a game, but this will also help us plan out for our future. Okay, yeah, that's it. So yes, it's also educating and at the same time, again, engage instead of chismis. Right? Makakakita pa tayo ng away sa kapitbahay niyan. And also look, so this is a game wherein you learn how to do your cash flow, learn how to do your your income statement, expenses, balance sheets, because when you're paying taxes, especially if you have business, you have to be educated and learn how to fill up the forms when you are paying taxes. Otherwise, you'll be paying to your tax professional always. Why can you do it? Right? So aside from building wealth, it's lessening expenses. So Mother B, lessening expenses, you invested a lot in that game board, the cash flow. I don't mind because I'm a businesswoman somehow. I'm an artistic entrepreneur. I'm a social entrepreneur. Okay? What is social entrepreneur, Mother B? Masyado na naman yung mga word mo yan. Oy, ano na yan? Para naman hindi ko naman maintindihan yan. Okay, what is social entrepreneurship? Okay, what is social entrepreneurship anyway? Social entrepreneurship is an approach by individuals, groups, startup companies, or entrepreneurs in which they develop, fund, and implement solutions to social, cultural, or environmental issue. So, mental health issue is a social issue. Aside from it's a physical issue because it entails the brain and the mind, but it's a social issue. It's an issue of the people in the society. So as a social entrepreneur, I engage in those activities that find solution, right? So the solution is, for example, this, a talk show, right? Talk show. Informative, delivering you information that's already filtered. And not just information, yung information that you apply what you learn and you're doing what you're learning. Not just promoting without sense. Right? So, yeah, investing. So, I invested in that board game and hopefully soon, Ma'am Susan Havard and all our shout out to our kumares, sila Sol, sila Cherise, and all our friends in the Coastal Band, mga Bisdak Edition, and everyone that I know, I hope if Mother B will invite you to play the game. It's not just playing the game and wasting your time. Oy, please acknowledge because this is also part of our learning when it comes to financial literacy. Otherwise, magpa-enroll kayo ng course on financial literacy and you'll pay for it. At least ito may game. So again, if ever you're invited by Mother B to play games with her, the cash flow game, yan, please accept the invitation ha. Wag magdededma. Okay? Huwag kayong matakot, baka bentahan ko kayo ng ano-ano. Hindi ini-educate kayo para tulong yan. Kung ayaw nyo, di wag. Peace. But remember, it's fun. So again, it's gamification. The psychology of that is order for us to prevent mental health issues like depression, sadness, guilt, whatever, in relation to financial wellness. Gamification is an approach wherein you include an element of the game to make it more engaging. That's why I mentioned about my story of I designed a tour, both virtual and on-site, to do for it to be gamified, to be in a different level. So far, so good. I've got good reviews about it. It's not self-serving, but we have students who can attest to that they experience a different thing when it comes to doing tours and how it's being done. But again, also plugging na rin is if ever you wanted to do an educational tour, I can still do virtually and I can also integrate our frontliners, tourism frontliners in the Philippines, especially in Caraga region. If you're a school, if you're a group or an individual from all over the world, okay, who's interested to learn more about your own heritage in the Philippines, yes, through a virtual storytelling and on-site session. It depends on what's your availability and where you are from, okay? So please reach out to Mother B and hopefully, God willing, that's part of my to-do list is to come up with a calendar or what will be the best time of the day or days because we have different time zones, right? In order for you to book a schedule. By the way, it's a paid event hindi naman to libre. So, etong live streaming ni Mother B libre, pero pag magpabook kayo ng tour at ng educational storytelling session with Mother B, magbayad naman, parang may pang-libre tayong live streaming. Ayan, kasi that's my profession. So, I'm a professional storyteller. Anyway, so yes, so gamification, so that's the psychology of gaming. So, we have here an article, okay? Just like what I always do in the Mother B show is whenever I talk about something, so there is something that I refer it from, okay? Hindi ito chismis, hindi ito hearsay. Okay, so I'm gonna share to you an article from Forbes, okay? So just to show you that it's a trend right now, okay? So there's an article about how gamification can help you meet your financial goals. See? So where did I get this one? It's from Forbes Advisor. So hindi ito mga basta-bas na mga sources. Okay? Just to show you how relevant it is, okay? So Yes, so we have the how gamification can help you meet your financial goals. That's right. So, yes, according to Forbes, no, according to Forbes, okay, this was published last where? When was this published? You just have to make sure. Kailan ba ito na-publish? Ewan ko, hindi nakalagay dito. But the contributor is Stephanie Walden and Daphne Foreman. Okay? We always have to acknowledge. Oh, it was published in April 16, 2021. Just this April, okay? So, this article shows, okay, that according to the authors, it's not rocket science that achieving goals, even little ones like walking 10,000 steps in a day, feels great. Okay? It is, however, rooted in psychology. So, you cannot just walk 10,000 a day, 10,000 steps a day, kung ora mismo na pag-iisip. It's little by little. You have to condition your mind. There's always a psychology to it. Okay? Remember that. So, according to the author, it's not rocket science, but you have to do it one step at a time. You have to condition your brain. In fact, our neuroscientist, like si Dr. Caroline Leaf, no, if I mention her, is there is always a season for learning and unlearning. Like for example, if you wanted to change a habit or change a way of life, there are days, there are a number of days scientifically that you have to consider. Like for example, 63 days. Diba? Cycles of 21 days. So may mga number of days. Scientifically, meron na sila na measure na nila yung learning curve mo, yung acceptance mo ng bagong information. So just like targeting 10,000 steps a day to promote your health, physical health, it's not that easy. It doesn't come overnight, right? So that's the idea of the writer. And also, it is, however, rooted in psychology. It's in the mind. You have to program your mind about it. Okay? Ano mo? Yan. So, Mother B, parang ang liit naman ng binabasa mo. Pwede bang palakihin mo naman yan? Sandali, tignan natin kung saan yung magandang view. O yan. Ito yung view niya. Anyway, I'm just showing to you that I'm reading something and I'm part of sharing to you the good vibes. Okay? And it says here that like meeting small daily goals, okay, remember, meeting small daily goals, okay, with help from a device like Fitbit, yung device na like I have the Apple Watch, but for others it's called Fitbit, taps into the brain's pleasure centers associated with reward. So brain pleasure center, we have a brain pleasure center, no? Associated with reward, diba? Remember, you feel good when you are rewarded or when you win a raffle, diba? Like, hey, I won! It feels good if you win. There's a reward. So, it taps into the brain. So, there is what you call, this gadget will tell you, oh, you meet your goal and it feels good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now how is it connected to gamification? Collectively, those little dopamine, no, chemicals in the brain hits serve as future motivation to nurture healthy habits. So if you're used to the healthy habits, for example, of walking 10,000 steps a day or not eating much sugar in your system, so you have a chemical in your brain that it enhances the reward, the feeling, the good feeling that you are rewarded, that yay, good job, you met your goal, parang ganun ba? Okay, so then it becomes regular, normal na sa brain mo na to think about it, and then you like doing it until it becomes a habit. So other experts are saying that there are even days, the number of days wherein you can really measure that, oh, my mind have changed. So there is a neuroscience, your brain is changing, your mind is changing, it's improving for the better, right? So the same thing with mental health, financial wellness. If you think about, okay, how to improve my credit score, how to improve your credit score? They pay your bills. Pay your bills on time. That if you have something to pay. So in order for us to not to be sad, not to be depressed, to avoid mental health issues when it comes to financial wellness, let's connect it with gamifying as part of conditioning our brain, conditioning our mind for rewards. Like, what is the reward for being financially smart? Well, for me, the reward for being financially smart, if you have more money that you can, dispense, financial freedom plus less burden, less worry that your credit score will go down, or less worry that you won't have any creditors. More time for shopping. Right? So that is the reward. If you condition your mind to be financially smart, and one tool that can help is gamifying it. Yes, because most of the things right now, like, kaya nga hindi nyo na-notice yung mga kabataan, right? So, the young ones, the younger generation, why are they hooked in games? Did you notice that? Na kahit anong tawag natin sa kanila, Ina, kauna! It's time for dinner! Yes, mom. Yes, mom. They're not listening, but they're listening, but they're not really acting on it. That if you want them to do something, but, they can just hear you, but they will not follow you because they're hooked in their games. So, have you ever experienced that you are jealous of their games because, they're spending more time with their games than with you as parents? What's in a game? As parents, we have to really understand, why are these young people so hooked with all these games that they don't even give you much time anymore? They give more time for the games. Remember, according to studies, the young adults or the young ones right now are spending more time playing or in the internet than sleeping. Really, Mother B? Yes, thank you for all those giving gifts to the Mother B show. Thank you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Yes, they're spending more time in the internet and most of them are playing games. Don't you know? Mare, let's be awake. Wake up. Hello, hello, hello. Okay? So now we have to understand there is really power in gaming. Right. So also, we can apply that to be financially smart. Right. So, yes. So, we have to understand what is gamification, the psychology of gamification. So, we will not be left behind of what's uso ngayon, oy. And it's the good thing. Yes, yay! The good vibes here is we can use gamification when it comes to be financially smart. So, yeah, for now, it's like opening to you the door of the idea, pwede palang i-gamify ang financial literacy. Yes. Kaya example nga is this, the cash flow game, right? So, I would be doing, I would be sending invitations to our friends here in Texas who would be with Mother B. It takes at least 1 to 1.5 hours of a game, okay, for one session. So, it will not steal much of your time, but I hope we could come up with this movement because it's a fun way to learn financial literacy. So, attention, mga kumares, kumpare sa Portland, ha, kasi this is yung mga near where Mother B is living. And there is also an online game of cash flow. Let me see. I guess there's an online game, eh. Online, okay, cash flow game. Okay. So, and then you will be asking, Mother B, are you being paid to do that? Are you being paid as an endorser by Rich Dad Poor Dad? No, oy. It's voluntary, hello, because I love it. I believe in the idea that it can help us in our financial literacy by playing games. So why not? Because I did that during my tours, right? Yes, so it works. It works. I tell you, it works. But again, the disclaimer of the show, this is just for information sharing. It's up to you to decide whether you choose or not. But yun nga, it's part of sharing the good vibes. If you don't want to do it, then fine. It's okay. We're living in a free country. No one will be forcing you to do so. But again, for positive vibes only. Okay? So there's an online game as well. There's an online can you play cash flow online? Yes. So this is the site, okay? So just to show you, if you are out of the USA and you would like to play game with Mother B, so we have this online, these are just one of the games. There are games, there's a lot of games that we have to understand. It's existing. But yes, there's an online game like this, oh. See? So we can do online games too. In fact, we did an online bingo, right? During the Happy Hour Friday of the Mother B Show. Remember? Yes, we have that. We have that. So for our friends here, that we can do games. So I'll be opening a game night with Mother B as part of our advocacy of the financial literacy campaign. Yes, and then because again, I would be going into the financial planning business and real estate. So that's part of building wealth. So you have to walk our talk. Right? So, ang pangit naman na talk about financial planning, financial wealth building, tapos hindi ko sinishare sa inyo yung mga magagandang balita. Napaka-selfish naman nun. We have a comment on the line. Yes. So, hi, Joy Winters. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kumaring Joy Winter. As promised, by the way, let me see. That's what I promised to her yesterday. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to the Mother B Show. I appreciate you coming over. So, let me see her page, okay? So, speaking of mga side hustle ng mga nanay, dito sa Joy Winter is one of my Kumari networks. Maring Joy, maglaro tayo ng cash flow game, ha? So, pinopromote ko. So, okay. So, I'm just finding the site, the page of Joy Winter. Okay, here. So, si Maring Joy Winter, and as promised, she's doing reels, yung Facebook reels also. And thank you, Karen, for sharing me about the Facebook reel too. It's like a gamified edition. There's some mechanics, right? You have to upload videos, and then you can be compensated to upload videos. It's part of gamification. You're engaging in Facebook. So yes. So ngayon meron kaming parang like advocacy to post a lot of, if you'll notice the videos, the Facebook page of Mother B has lots of videos on it, reels, because pwede ka palang kumita sa reel. Oo, maglagay ng video, kaya na-share nga sa akin ni Kumaring Joy at Kumaring Karen yung mga Kumari networks natin, yung mga positive vibes. Ay di meron ng pambayad ng app si Mother B dito. Kasi si Kumaring Joy, for example, lahat na makita nyong reels, no, ng mga friendship ni Mother B, i-like nyo, i-watch, para naman dumami-dami yung viewers, because we need more viewers in order para bayaran ni Facebook. Okay? So, share natin. Wow, ang ganda naman ng website ni Ang ganda naman. I-share ko, ha. Yan nga, yung maganda pag may pagsuki natin sa Mother B Show. At also, it's a way for us to promote our friends, no? Because the Mother B Show is all about good vibes and sharing. So, may I share to you naman the Facebook page of Kumaring Joy Winters, kasi nandito siya na i-promise ko yan kahapon. Okay, tingnan nyo, ha? Ang gaganda. So, punta kayo sa Facebook niya, ha? I-like nyo yung mga video. I-like nyo rin yung video ni Mother B. Okay? So, Mare, ha? Promise fulfilled. So, thank you. Gaganda, no? Gaganda talaga ng mga Kumari network ni Mother B. Alright, go to her Facebook reels and and like and share para dumami. She needs at least 50,000 viewers. I need around 200,000 viewers. Thank you. So that's part of our shout out. So yeah, if you come to the Mother B Show, if you comment, and if you like, Mother B, can you share my page? Can you share my business promotion? Yeah, let's talk about it. This is part of sharing the good vibes, no? I really spend time for our guests, our friends. Tulungan tayo. Kaya tinutulungan nila rin ako na, Mother B, this is how to do it. Because yes, who would not want to be helped, right? That's part of sharing the good vibes. OMG. Binigyan ako ng reward ni Bigo Live. Thank you, Bigo Live. Congratulations on getting the upgrade reward. Oh my gosh. So may ice cream shot nga ito naman. Oh my goodness. So nabigyan ako ng reward. Yay! Sa kakadaldal ko, nabigyan ng reward si Mother B. Oh my gosh. Talaga naman. Okay, so share ko muna. Flex ko lang. Okay, so yes, thank you for the rewards. Thank you for the task, Bigo Live. Love you, mwah. So yes, ako rin ay tayo ay mag simultaneous recording of the Yes, so don't forget that, gamification is important when it comes to the psychology of gamification and learning to be financially smart, because that is our talk today in Building Wealth Wednesday, right? So even the social media platforms now, even Bigo Live have games. A lot of social media platforms have games for you to engage more, for you to hook up, to connect, and then to learn, right? Right. Now you know why there is gamification. The purpose is connection, engagement, participation, and, for more exposure nila. Of course, it's both helping, it's win-win. It's helping you and it's helping their platform to gain more traction, to gain more audience. And sana rin tulungan nyo rin sa Mother B. Please help Mother B, especially in Bigo Live. Please throw a lot of beans, okay? And don't forget to follow and be a fan of the Mother B Show. Yay! Thank you for our major supporters, the Divine Divas. Naku, tapunan talaga ng mga diamonds dito sa ano. Yeah, see? So, like, yung iba't ibang social media platforms that have games and tapunan ng mga beans, they have different currencies, beans, coins, whatever, diamonds, right? But these are all virtual. So this is part of engagement. So the more you're engaged, the more you connect with them. So that is the purpose of that. So anyway, moving forward, just to share to you and finish it up, because it's nice to talk about it more, right? So gamification means creating challenges. That's the reason. It's gamification creates challenges, competitions, and rewards around certain aspects of our lives, like this one, like streaming, like what Maring Joy Winter, Maring Karen, and all the kumares around the world, right? Kumbaga sa panahon natin, sa mga Generation X, Generation Forgotten, popularity contest. Remember the days when we were in elementary, when, before you'll be crowned as queen of the elementary school, queen of the barangay, no? Queen of the village, no? Beauty contest via popularity votes. Remember that? You have to borrow money, like thousands of pesos, to put in the envelope, and the more money in the envelope, the more chances of winning. But of course, you just borrow the money for the sake of computation only, for who's popular or who's got money in the envelope. After the counting, you return to the owner. And if you are the winner, then you will be crowned queen. Right? Yes, that's part of gamification in a different era, in a different time. Now, the time here is virtual social media platform and all this coins, diamonds, beans, whatever. It's part of being engaged. So for you to be a part of that activity. Now, so going back to the previous days, if you be crowned as a queen, no, you will rent your own gown and your own crown. But the good thing is you will have pictures that you will look after 40 years. It's a memory, positive memory, like spreading the good vibes. I'm talking about the culture of popularity contest in the Philippines. I don't know in other countries, but, as it evolves, gamification actually has been there since time immemorial. Iba-iba lang yung dating, iba-iba lang yung concept, but now it's called gamification. To create challenges. That's the objective. And competition. And of course, there's no competition without reward. That's why our brain is wired for reward. It feels good to be rewarded, right? It feels bad to be slapped and punished. Yes, so that's the same thing. It's psychology. It's how you condition the mind. So when you are palo, it hurts. But if you are rewarded, it feels good. Ganun lang yun. So, now, when it comes to financial wellness, there's now a gamification of financial wellness, like savings, like there are other big groceries who are doing like reward system, the card rewards, that if you buy and use that credit card, in partnership with a big company, with a big grocery store, you will earn points. Still the same. It's still gamification. Why? Why do you earn points? Because you keep on buying to that grocery store. Buying from that grocery store, right? It's still gamification. So what is the reward? Savings. You pay less, you gain more. Right? So now, in connection with financial wellness, so how do we go about it? So the reason why I gave you an example of this, the cash flow. So it's also good to talk more about cash flow in our later episode, because in the cash flow edition, you will learn how to increase your financial IQ. Meron palang financial IQ? And you learn the concepts that rich understand about money that you were never taught. That's why it's building wealth, because now we know how the rich works. Were you rich before you were born? If you say yes, good for you. If you say no, welcome to the club. So with this cash flow game, the objective is for us to learn concepts that the rich understand about money. It's all about the money. That we were never taught because we were not rich. This is the cash flow game. This is the game. This is the instruction. Kasi hindi makita sa green screen. Yeah, this is the cash flow game. Okay? And also, realize that taking investment, so if you're building wealth, then you have to invest, right? So I invested in this game board worth almost like $79. Oy! Game board, ha? Mapalit naman yung tag-G's, pero it's times 7. So realize that taking investment like this one, like taking investment is not so risky after all. When you know what you're doing. Remember, when you don't know what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. You have more chances of being uncertain and becoming fearful and not doing it. Why are you not doing it? Because I don't know how to do it. I'm afraid that I will fail. Why are you afraid to invest? Because I'm afraid to fail. Do you know how to invest? No. So don't be afraid to fail because you're gonna fail because you don't know how to do it. So yes, so investment is not risky or not fearful after all, because once you know, it lessens the factor of being fearful. Because uncertainty, not knowing creates fear, I tell you. Okay? Expand your context about money investing. So you will begin to understand what's the context of money. Hindi lang yung money is for spending, but money is for investing and building wealth. That's the reason why we have this show, Building Wealth. But before you build wealth, you should know how to do it. That's why Mother B is learning too. Don't worry. Welcome to the club. Okay? So, and most of all, it's fun. So again, to our kumpares, friendship that I can reach out, we can play the game, this cash flow by Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm not endorsing it, but I'm really using it right now, learning how to do it because I wanted to be financially educated. Simple as that. I wanted to be financially free. That's my declaration. I wanted to retire and without fear of worrying that I will not pay my bills. I wanted to experience quality of life with my esposo, with my loved ones, without fear of, if we still have the money to pay for our bills. Remember, our goal is to be a blessing, not a liability. Right? Remember, there are only two things in the I'm learning from this game, no? You learn also about cash flow, where your money goes. Like, for example, assets, liabilities. Assets, liability. Assets are that's something that produce income for you. Liability is your expenses, loans, school payments, credit card, whatever. So you choose. Are you a liability or are you an asset? Ting ayuda ba ka o ting hatag kapag ayuda? Remember, our goal is not to be a burden but a blessing to everyone. Even Mother B has no, outright financial assistance to give, ayuda, whatever. But time is a resource. Time, time is time is an asset. Nagbigay ako ng time because I love doing this and because I'm learning also with you. So remember, this is both our learning journey together. So time check, it's 1:29, so I have to wrap up before it's considered to be a webinar. So I just like it to be this way because it's fun. At the end of the day, it's fun. It's more engaging. Again, it's competitive, no? There's so many things to learn about gamification as the psychology psychology of gamification in connection with learning to be financially smart. So again, it creates challenges, competition, and rewards. And the process involves setting goals. By the way, so our goal here is to be financially free. Okay, to financially sound, have a peace of mind. Peace of mind. Nako, mahal yan ang peace of mind. Talagang may cost yan. Okay? And, excuse me. And then tracking progress and hitting milestones. So, now we know that in gamification, we track our progress, we keep our milestone. Like for example, yung mga reels na yan, yung mga points dyan sa mga social media platform, how many likes, how many something, no? So that's what you see in the social media right now because you're tracking it. There's a way to track it, to measure, and there's a milestone. Oh, you've reached this level. Congratulations. So there's reward. So you feel good. That's part of the mental health advocacy. We maximize pleasure, minimize pain, and do the most good. So with that, thank you so much. Let's continue talking about gamification, the psychology of that when it comes to be financially smart. But then again, you know it's already existing. Alam nyo na mga kumare, ha? Mga tolits. Tol, anong latest? Okay? So to our friends in Bigo Live, I'll still continue to the live show until 2 hours. But for now, I'll close the curtain in the Mother B show in YouTube and Facebook para hindi naman tayo mukhang webinar tignan. Araw-araw, libre ang klase ni Mother B, di ba? But again, thank you so much for, agwantahay. So, I hope that you think these are good stuff. These are quality content that I'm sharing to you for the sake of, brain mental health, finding meaning in life, more pleasure, less pain, and, do the most good. That's it. That's simple as that. Simple as that, pero umabot na tayo ng 1.5 hours. Right? If it's good, like time flies. Time flies if it's good. If it's bad, it's boring. Notice if it's boring, like time is so slow. But if there are a lot of good stuff, fun times, parang time flies. Pero if it's boring, time is so slow. So, I think I felt it's fun because we're always out of time. So, before anything else, shout out to our loved ones, kapamilya, friends. Thank you for our commenters today. Ma'am Susan Havard, thank you so much. Marcy Palawan, Joy Winter, umabol si Kumaring Joy, Leia Largo Oropa, no? Thank you, and watch her live videos also in Facebook because she promotes and sells a variety of ornamental plants. Yes. Also to our beloved students, no? Si Richmond Maceda Haka, thank you so much. We also have birthday celebrants, right? So let me greet our birthday celebrants, no? Anyway, basta hindi tayo abot ng 2 oras dito, okay lang. Okay, birthdays today. So, our birthday celebrants. By the way, happy birthday to my Tita Crescenciana Gislason, Oliverio Gislason, no? Tita Baby of Copenhagen, Denmark. Happy birthday to you. And then we have Jose Ralph Fernandez. Happy birthday. Okay, Beverly Putla. Happy birthday. Of course! Okay, oh my gosh. Ang aking batchmate, happy birthday. So may I honor her by sharing the screen. Our memories, Marian Olavides Wilson, happy birthday my dear Amaus na ang aking sisterhood in UP Cebu. Happy birthday my dear. Let me show you our photos together. Look, this is May, Marian Wilson na ngayon, and she's living in Canada. Vancouver ba yun? But she's one of the managers of Starbucks Canada. Oh my God. Happy birthday, May. Happy birthday. I love you. I love you from the Amaos. Shout out to my sisters Amaos, no? The amazing Amaos. We call her amazing Amaos. Mga bigating amazing Amaos. Kasama dyan si Mother B. Mary Globian Capillan of Xavier University. Honorable Mrs. Karen Garcia of Cebu. Okay, so we have Jasmine Hinete, ang bigate ng Baclayon Bohol, and Cebu. Gian Hubela, oh my gosh, mga kabatch natin. Sino pa? Jasmine, si May, si Globian, sila Arnie Verdan. Diba? Ang dami natin, and all our UP Mascom batchmates, schoolmates, way back of University of the Philippines, Cebu College. Diba? Yun po nag-graduate si Mother B, awa ng Diyos. After how many years, ngayon palang nag-broadcast. Happy birthday, May! Ako naman, I remember these days. Oh my gosh. Okay. Parang familiar yung tao sa likod. Okay, so this is our photos. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, May. So this is my Amaos family. Oh, look at that. I love them. Yes. So these are my sisterhoods, batchmates, and schoolmates, classmates in UP Cebu. I love them. Yeah, oh my gosh. And of course, my kumaring, ayan, my sisterhood also. A lot of families and loved ones of the Mother B Show. Oh my gosh. Throwback Wednesday. Also, happy birthday. Who else? Mga birthday celebrants natin. We have who? At Luis Salcedo Papillon. Oh, Sir Alvin Orculio last September 12. Vincent Villarosa, Richel Tagalo. So yan, yung mga friends si Mother B. And Charisse Ann yesterday. And Bridget, the daughter of Sir and Mrs. Sir Ferdinand Calderon. Thank you so much. Invitado ako sa lunch yesterday and all the people there. Thank you so much. Yes, we have, of course, again, Marian Wilson. Happy birthday, my dear May. Cassie Gwen. Oh my gosh, sino pa yung mga friendship na hindi natin nag-greet? Marites Alice, Ariel Medado, Kate Lyon, Tara sa Panawan, Vincent Villarosa, happy birthday. So yes, Kusina Avenue, tomorrow, happy birthday. Right? So my gosh, yes. So, ang saya-saya. So si Kate Lyon, happy birthday also. So it's nice to matawag ang jowa. Kailangan na talaga ako magsara ng Mother B Show kasi I have a call to answer. Talaga, tinatawagan ako while I'm doing my show. Hi, Mother B, I'm here in Livermore. OMG, you're walking. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm still on my show. Hi, Charisse. Happy birthday again yesterday. Thank you. Okay, so I guess we have to go, and thank you so much for being part of the Mother B Show. Again, today is Build Wealth Wednesday, and we have talked about a little bit of gamification, right? Gamification, the psychology of gaming, okay? To be financially smart. Not only smart, but to be financially free. So until here, thank you so much, and continue to watch the Mother B Show from Monday to Friday, and also we have Saturdays, right? So just to promote also, Ruth Anderson, by the way, of Copenhagen, Denmark, thank you for watching kanina. So please watch the Mother B Show. By Monday, we have Break Health Monday. Then Tuesday, we have Believe Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, we have Build Wealth Wednesday. That's our daily show episodes. Tomorrow, God willing, will be Boost Mental Health Thursday. And of course, the Happy Hour Build Back Better Friday, every Friday. And at times, we have our weekend specials. So, thank you so much, and please continue to watch the Mother B Show. Our goal here is to balance wealth and health. Yes, yo. So with that, Babu and signing off. Thank you and mabuhay po tayong lahat. God bless you all and to God be the glory. Bye. See you tomorrow, God willing. Watching the Mother B Show. Babu.